the spotlight, hit that light. No cap, no filter, we take flight. Saints on the rise, got that energy. Tune in to our podcast, feel that synergy. New Orleans pride, we never fall. Subscribe to the vibes, we bombard. Subscribe, hit that bell, join the hype train. No cap, no filter, we breaking every chain. In the heart of the city, Saints reign supreme. Live the dream, we living it clean. Yo, King Camara run that play. Crystal Love flying, making waves every day. Take some heels, switch it up, always on the go. Cam joining the fans, putting on a show. Mario retiring, bringing that heat. Shahid's got that speed, can't accept defeat. Subscribe, hit that bell, join the hype train. No cap, no filter, we breaking every chain. In the heart of the city, Saints reign supreme. Live the dream, we living it clean. So stay tuned, don't miss this ride. With the Saints by our side, we take pride.
All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Marley G. Back at y'all another episode. I got my guy, Marlon Rainey, in the building with us tonight. Well, Saints fans, some of y'all happy, some of y'all sad. Right now, Saints, we 5-12 now?
5-11.
5-11 now.
Hey, 5-12 after next week. That's
5-12 after next week. We just took a loss today in a dome. 25-10 was very emotional for a lot of fans. They feel as though this may be Cam Jordan last game in the dome, probably DeMario Davis last game. This roster is going to be a very changed roster next year. So a lot of people are just, kind of realizing like this era is finally about to maybe come to an end. And some people can't get a grip with that, and some people are just ready for change, man. What were your thoughts on today's game? Saints only scored one touchdown, one field goal on offense. They got ran all over by the Raiders running back. I think he had his first 100-yard rushing game today. I think he was the first 100-yard rusher for the Raiders today. And coming into the season, that was one of the main things I cared about. How the Saints was going to stop the run with the run defense, how we were going to get a pass rush, and a lot of stuff with the offense. But what were your take today? What you saw out of Spence Rattler having another start going up against the black and silver?
I will say this is probably one of the first games because I have the Sunday ticket, and you can watch full games. This is one of the first games where I'm like, I didn't really pay attention to it after a certain point. I seen the first half. I looked for signs. I knew what Spencer Rattler did in the first half. I knew it was a struggle in the second half. But this game, I thought his performance was solid. Was it good? Probably not. But was it solid? Was it some stuff you can take away from? It was solid given the circumstances the Saints in with the O line, with the receivers, the running backs, like a guy that literally just came on the team a week ago was like your leading back today. So I know the situation, like this is not a good situation at all. So I'm not going to kill Spencer Rattler. I don't think Spencer Rattler is our future quarterback. I think he's the quarterback you sacrifice for to get the future quarterback. But I was really just looking at it. So I came into the game, you know what to expect with the offense in this state. I come in the game and I'm looking at the defense. I know Brock Bowers, that's one of them. Like Brock Bowers is a Hall of Fame level talent. Like that's one of those players, like he's good regardless of who the quarterback is. Like I know you had the tweet earlier about like you can tell when a player is good. Like this ain't no Kyle Pitts player that need a quarterback, and even when he got the quarterback, he still sucked. Like this is a player that's like this is a Hall of Fame level player. And he's just gonna keep getting better and better. Like the tight end position is his. So we know that they have Brock. I picked up Amir Abdullah in fantasy. Didn't play him, but like I should have played him because that defense, that's the biggest the biggest takeaway from the game is the defense. It's bad at every level. They don't have any players like it's bad. Like I think you just a lot of the stuff. I know you got how you said in the intro. You said some people are sad, some people are happy. I don't know if I'm happy because I was, I'm a negative fan. So like a negative fan, when they get real negative, they probably gonna take like they're gonna take a joyride or start showboating and all that. But like I'm not necessarily happy. I'm just like I'm like, it's here. Like all the stuff that people like warned about, and we was getting called negative for saying you can't keep prioritizing these old players. You can't keep throwing away draft capital. You got to draft better. Like the moment has arrived, and like that's really all it is to take from it. Like I think even with how bad our offense is in this state, I think our defense with every starter available, by the way, except a Debo, because I'm not even gonna count Lattimore because he was traded. So you moved him personally. So every starter that you had available on your initial defense, other than Paulson and Debo, that's still on the active roster, and you look like that against the Raiders. Come on, that's all it was to take away from it. Like the takeaway from it from this game to me is like this just the beginning because next year the Saints gonna be even worse because they don't have an avenue to get better like some of these other teams that's bad. So that's really what I took away from the game.
Yeah, man. You mentioned you was kind of checked out like during the game. I think a lot of fans have been checked out. Like even a lot of podcasters. Like I listen to Saints podcasters here and there, and a lot of them telling me they just going about their day. While the Saints game on, they're probably going to wash their car. They're probably spending more time with the kids, spending more time with the wife, doing this, running the errand or two. But yeah, man. Like once you hit checkout point, that's when it's just so bad. Like you don't have anything to look forward to, and that's the thing. Like you will at least want to look at your young guys and be like, okay, let's see. Let me go watch the young guys play and see who we could build off. But you try to go watch the game for Kendrick Miller, he only get 3 carries. I don't know if he got hurt or
I
anything
didn't I
or
no he took a concussion. I was
okay.
so checked out. I seen a tweet that said Kendrick Miller possibly had a concussion and guys making jokes. And I'm like, what happened? It was like he took a hard hit and you got guys making like a joke, like, damn, again, or like such and such. I was so checked out the game, I didn't even know. Now, part of me being checked out is I'm in like I play in a big money fantasy league. And I made the championship as the worst team in the league, and my players was going off. So
Mhm.
I'm kind of focused on like all my players that's playing during the time. That's kind of why I wasn't into the game as much. But I'm like, damn, bro, like it's nothing to build upon. Like, because I told you the defense at this point, it is what it is. Like Alante Taylor, that's not a good cornerback at all. Like maybe you could put him in a slot. He can't really cover in a slot either. Kool-Aid, I seen some things I like. I think Kool-Aid can actually be a solid cornerback too in this league. I do think that he got to learn how to play the ball. He can cover as far as being on the man, but I don't think he knows how to play the ball. But you go look at safety, nothing. It's old guys, a cast off, and a Jordan Howden. He's a safety 3. There's nothing wrong with that for him being a 5th round pick. Linebacker, Demario Davis. From when I did watch and pay attention, he was horrible today. He's a guy that shouldn't be on this team anymore. Pete Werner, he's like a Pete Warner's like Scott Shanley, I guess. He's like our version of Scott Shanley, if you, in my opinion. But like he's normal. Like I go watch Zach Bowen, and I know those guys they play in better situations. But like you watch them guys right now, Zach Bowen is gonna make an All-Pro team. Caden Ellis is way better than Pete Warner is right now. Alex Anzalone, that was obviously he couldn't stay healthy because he missed 2 out of 4 seasons. But like those guys are all better, and he's hurt right now. But those guys are all better than Pete. Like Pete, I guess he's just a starting linebacker. There's nothing to write home about. Defensive end, I think Carl Granderson is a solid player. He's a defensive end 2 on a team, maybe even on certain teams might be a 3. But I'm gonna say he a defense he a DN 2. But like Chase Young, look like Tarzan, play like Jane. Um, the defensive tackles. Brian Brzee got 7.5 sacks. He is the worst. He is like far as them advanced stats. I'm not saying he's the worst defensive tackle in the league. Them advanced stats tell you that he's one of the worst defensive tackles in the league. I'm not gonna go that far, but I'm talking about to even be an average player, we got to get a lot better than this. Because I don't think I'm not counting the player average because they can almost touch 10 sacks or almost lead the league in sacks as a DT if you can't play the run and you're a mediocre pass rusher at best. Because that's what all them numbers tell you. Nathan Shepard, Colin Sanders is getting cut after the year. Nathan Shepard, I wish they can cut him, but when you play cap games like this, you can't. It's just like it's nothing anywhere on the defense. On the offense, you look towards Fuaga for hope at this point with me because it's a three player. I think our best three players under 25, under the age of 30 is on offense is Fuaga, McCoy, and Olave, and two of them have a major injury thing that you have to think about at this point. Like it's just so you basically putting all your eggs in a basket as far as like any hope or positivity is on a tackle that's playing left tackle for the first year. Like it's nothing to it's absolutely nothing to be positive about here. You drafted Kendra Miller, you wasted a pick on him. Because I'm at this point we got to call it what it is. When you're a third round pick at running back or a day two pick at running back, you got to be by your second year, you got to be a starting level player. Like I mean, I know people bring up Tajay Spears. I understood not drafting Tajay Spears with the knee because he has no cartilage. Tajay Spears started today, and Tajay Spears had to start the last 3 weeks. He's been playing really good football. Tank Bixby been playing really good football this year when he had to start, and them guys is in shitty circumstances too because they play on the Jags and the Titans. Devin A. Chain, that's the guy that really got away, like a Pro Bowl caliber, a Pro Bowl probably caliber running back, and we have none of that. Like it's just we don't have anything at tight end. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Foster Moreau is a good player. We still need a tight end one, but that's a good player. But like, it's just everything bad, bro.
Mm. Yeah, man. B West says no building blocks, but I mean, I think the only person I could think of is a Fuaga. Other than that, we don't have nobody elite like the Raiders. You can at least say, okay, we got Brock Bowers.
Bowers elite.
He elite. Not only he elite, he looking like he probably gonna be a Hall of Famer. So it's like you got stuff to look forward to when you these other teams. The Patriots, they got Gonzalez. You know,
Yeah.
he probably gonna be elite when the rest of these cornerbacks, retire or just
He
get
he an all pro. He might make all pro right this year, second team. But like,
what else I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else I'm saying? Like these guys got other guys on their team. They just got bad records. We got Fuaga, and that's it. That's probably the only person I can say.
I look at the fans. They'll come in your mentions and they'll be like, "There's like we not worse off in the Giants or the Jags," and I'm like, "Bruh, y'all gotta take y'all fan glasses off and like go look at them teams. First of all, their cap situation is way better than you. Then if we go player for player with any team in the league, go look at the Giants' best 4 players. Now, one of them is kind of like because I look at the best players under the age of 30. They have Malik Neighbors. That flash. Again, I'm the biggest Chris Olave fan of anybody. I think Chris Olave is I think he's Devontae Smith, and he's looking for a guy opposite of him that's on his level. Like, I feel like if we had Chris Olave and T. Higgins, that's a great wide receiver duo. But we don't have that, and we never added to that. So I know what Chris Olave is, but I know what Malik Neighbors is. And Chris Olave, as much as I love him, and I know he don't play with a good quarterback, but he a good player because you can tell because I watched him produce games with 5 different quarterbacks in a Derek Carr, Jameis Winston, Andy Dalton, a combination of Spencer Rattler and Jake Hayner. But Chris Olave ain't Malik Neighbors level, and now he got a concussion history. These guys you say they not the Jags or the Giants. The Giants can go pull out 4 players off their team that you would take over the Saints' best player under 30, and that's the best defensive tackle in the league. And Dexter Lawrence, that's Malik Neighbors, that's Brian Burns, that's Andrew Thomas at left tackle. Now he get hurt a lot, but you would still take him over Fuaga right now. And then you go to the Jags. The Jags with their guys under 30 that you would take over anybody for the Saints. That's Josh Allen. I'm not gonna count Trayvon Walker yet, but he's not the worst player. He just went ahead of Aiden Hutchinson, so he got a stigma tied to him, and that's Brian Thomas. You taking Brian Thomas over anybody under 30 over the Saints. Then, like you said, Brock Bowers, same thing. You go to New England. New England is the worst fucking team in the league by far. As far as like a talent perspective, they don't have talent. They got a quarterback where you look at and that give you hope. That's a 20. That dude just turned 22. That dude gonna be good. They don't have the players. They cornerback is basically like if they cornerback is like having Lattimore at 22. You have hope. You see it. This dude like amongst the best in the league. Like we don't have that, and the dudes that we do have that at or they I'm not even gonna say all pro because I'm not looking at all pro Hall of Fame caliber. All Pro Bowl caliber players that's under 30 have like medical red flags at this point. Because I don't know if you subscribe to NOF and all that, but like Nick do this Nick Cast thing, and like he basically said it in this thing. He been doing this Nick Cast thing for like the past week because you know, when you're a bad product, when you're a bad team, that affect everybody money. So they're gonna have to like NOF, all those podcasters, they're gonna have to get more creative in how they covering the team. And he's like, man, Eric McCoy missed 19 games and been on IR 3 or 4 years. Like at this point, McCoy like Lattimore, like you a great player, but you hurt all the time. Chris Olave, I don't even know if Chris Olave. I was talking to some guys. I'm like, I don't even know if he's gonna be on a team next year because a player like him, when you got concussions like that, and I know who his agent is, you're gonna be looking for long-term security. And I think it's gonna reach like a point where are they gonna give him the long-term security that he's looking for, or at least some type of security? Because like you plan the ultimate goal in the league is the second contract. And like he was gonna get the second contract, and the team will probably still give it to him. But like after this year, his health long term got put at risk. So like he gonna try to get it now, even if it's a discount on what it was gonna be. But like it's just I don't know where to look at with the positive, and then you got the ownership and the front office, the GM, the scouts still the same guys in place. I ain't even gonna get into the Pelicans because that's the same half. That's like half the same problems. Like it's nothing to feel good about here.
We got a comment says that's a lot of diagnosing for someone who didn't pay attention to the game today from Vernon Powell.
It's bigger than the game. Vernon is bigger than just this game. This shit is bad altogether. Like it's bad, bro. Like it's nothing really to be positive about. And I ain't even worried about the game.
We got Aiden O'Connor in the chat. Yeah, man. But I guess Rizzy Ball has came to an end. You know,
it never started for me.
Well, you know, I was on the Ben Johnson.
Bro.
I was on the Ben Johnson. Give me Ben Johnson or give me nobody. I look at it like this. This is how I look at it with Rizzy. It was either Ben Johnson or nobody. Rizzy, I feel like he'll be on a shorter leash than if we get one of these other coaches like a Joe Brady or something. If we get a Joe Brady, I feel like we're gonna give him a longer leash to give him time. But with Rizzy, I feel like we're gonna be like, okay, well, we ain't gonna make the same mistake as Dennis Allen trying to be with continuity and just prolong the inevitable. Like they'll keep him on a short leash, you know. So if he messing up, remember what?
You got it.
Go ahead.
You remember the guy after they fired Jim Harbaugh stupidly because and he still have a fucking job, by the way, the Jaguars GM, but he used to be the 49ers GM. Trent Baalke, he the issue over there in Jacksonville. But like after they let Jim Harbaugh go, they hired that guy Jim Tom Sula. He looked like a dude that worked at a deli.
I know you're talking about.
Or like a butcher or something. That's what Darren Rizzi remind me of, Jim Tom Sula. That's how I'll feel if we hired Darren Rizzi, like we hired Jim Tom Sula to sacrifice a year.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind sacrificing a year because me, I don't want no defensive coach. And as far as offense go, man, you gotta still be a leader. You gotta be a leader, or you gotta be like a culture changer. You gotta be somebody who I just feel good with. And if you're a defensive person, like let's just say we do get a Mike Vrabel, you gotta hit on a quarterback regardless. You gotta hit on a quarterback when you got a defensive, a special teams, or offensive coach. But I will be a little bit more comfortable having a pretty solid quarterback with a offensive minded head coach than a solid quarterback with a defensive-minded head coach. Because a defensive-minded head coach and a solid quarterback, that's just a recipe of playing it too safe. Or you're gonna need all these good things to happen for you to win. Like I don't want all that. I don't want that. That just
I'm not really after Dennis Allen. I guess what I'm saying. I don't know, man. After Dennis Allen, I can see why people wouldn't want like an Aaron Glenn, but like I think we need somebody that respect men or like that men gonna respect. And like I'm kind of it's like a back and forth situation with me as far as like who we looking at as far as the head coach. Because I think this is bigger than the head coach. Like I think
like
this is on the
if
GM.
Vrabel come here, I feel like he could build a culture here. I feel like we'll be solid. I feel like we'll be a pretty good team. But is it going to translate to winning championships? Is it going to translate to wins? Like if Vrabel come here, I think we'll be. What'd you say?
How long you like when you say it like that? You thinking about next year? Or you thinking about within the next 3 years?
Well,
Because I think
next year we ain't gonna really be
yeah,
nothing. Like what it all is gonna depend on the quarterback. It's all gonna depend on the quarterback. Like
I don't think we can
is
get a quarterback this year. So I think you looking at like a stupidly if they keep Carr, you looking at like a
man.
Carr, or you
Like
looking at like a Rattler with bringing in a backup like a Jacoby Brissett or something.
and it's crazy because we were just talking about them quarterbacks on the last stream with Brian, and he was talking about that Kyle McCord dude, and he just threw for 5 touchdowns, no picks. But
Yeah,
he
I don't
said
know.
he's
I
staying.
feel like I gotta see more on McCord.
He said he's
They,
want to stay another year. So
yeah, because next year a lot of guys, and I think that's kind of a good thing. A lot of guys going back to school next year, and I think they need school because I feel like it's no such thing as being in a rush. Like imagine, like if Joe Burrow would have left LSU after 2018, he would have been a fifth round pick. And now you watch Joe Burrow now, and I'm like, Joe Burrow is a clear top 4 quarterback in the league. And like his last 3 healthy years, he basically 35 plus touchdowns a year passing with 4,500 yards, like and 7 picks. Like you watch them guys play, and like that dude would have he would have been a backup quarterback if he went back to school. So like I'm glad a lot of guys going back to make the quarterback class deeper next year. But like this year, man, as far as like the draft and the QB, I ain't even worried about it because we gotta build up this team as best as possible. We can worry about a quarterback in 26 if possible, maybe even 27, but I ain't rushing it this year, not at all.
you cool with rolling out there with Snake next year?
I have no problem with Snake. I don't know why. I don't look at Snake like the future. I look at Snake like the guy to get the future. But
Hmm.
it don't need to be a fucking a whole back and forth argument on Twitter about man, I don't think this guy can play quarter. Bro, look at our team.
Yeah.
Think we can play defense. I'm not going off and just going at the defense the whole time. Like this is a bad team. You watch the Saints play, and I know they got injuries, but part of that got to be how you built to withstand injuries. In the NFL, you got to be built to withstand injuries. You can't use that injury excuse with me if you're not built to withstand injuries, and they wasn't built to withstand injuries. So I'm not trying to hear about injuries all the time, but like this not a good team. This team is bad. This team, dog, Amir Abdullah plays fucking special teams. Like he came into the league. He came into this season as the Raiders' third. He was their third running back behind Madison and the dudes Amir White and a rookie. He was the third running back and a special teams player. Because Amir Abdullah used to play for the Vikings, and he was a good player in college. And like Amir Abdullah balled on you. Like I'm looking at more than just is Spencer Rattler a quarterback, and I'm not even Spencer is the future type of guy or the agenda pusher. Like fans gotta redirect their hate or anger towards something else.
And this is another reason why I kept saying, man, we need to get a third wide receiver. Why they not going at the wide receiver? We need to get a third wide receiver.
Man, dog, you came into the league, you came into the season with Olave, who's a good player, a high level 2, low level 1, and then you had nothing. You had Shaheed, who's a 3, and should be in the 3 spot, playing a 2, and you did nothing to add to that. And if I tell you what I know about their draft process, you'll get even more depressed about thinking if it's gonna be anything changing. When the Saints took Fauci, bro, when they took Fauci, you know what they wanted first? They wanted Jonathan Mingo, that dude that used to play for the Panthers, number
Mhm.
15.
Yeah.
Jonathan Mingo is the worst wide receiver in the league, or one of, if not the worst wide receiver in the league. This year, in the second round, they was looking at wide receiver. They like Keon.
I think they thought he was gonna be like another Debo Samuels.
Oh, Jonathan Mingo like 6'2" or something. He's not even built like Debo. That nigga just and Debo Samuel, like you got it when you got to get a real when you got Christian Olave on the team, bro. Go get somebody that can play a real wide receiver role. Don't go get somebody that can he can catch he can take a jet sweep. Like Debo Samuel, cool player, but like even that shit phasing out in the league this year. I don't know if you're familiar with a guy named Jalen Polk. The Patriots drafted him in the second round.
Hmm.
He has been the worst wide receiver in the league this year. I don't even know if they know how to evaluate players, man. That's what I'm saying. Like they looking at wide receivers and the guys who they want to use draft picks on happen to be the worst fucking player possible.
How did you feel about Clint Kubiak's play calling today?
I mean, you got to just try. At this point, bro, I made my opinion up on Clint. I think if Clint next OC job gonna be his third one, he gonna have to get with a team that's not where on the brink or where the coach can be fired. That's what I would be my recommendation to him. But as far as that, like I know what the Saints have personnel wise. I ain't even about to get in an argument on Clint. I don't think Clint is a good offensive coordinator. I don't think he the worst, but I don't think he good. And I don't care about anybody of this staff coming back. And that's one of the reasons why I'm glad the Rizzy ball shit is over. Cause like if they would, if they would have kept Rizzy, bro, they would have kept majority of this staff outside of the and they would have made changes on the defensive side.
Yeah.
No, this Saints thing, bro, you got to blow up everything.
Yeah. We're gonna have to see what's gonna happen because if they do keep Rizzy, I think what his name is Mickey Loomis, he's gonna try to take the easy route out, not try to be worried about going, find guys and all that. They're gonna just try to run it back and keep everything the same with continuity. But we got 12 people watching right now. Thanks for being here. If y'all liking the content, go ahead on and hit the like button. Go ahead on and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna put the link down in the chat for anybody who else want to come join the show and just get some thoughts off your chest on how y'all feel about the Saints thus far in the season, man. I know we almost at the end of the road. It's feeling like a very long season because when you lose and the season feel very long. So if y'all got any thoughts, y'all want to come get off y'all chest, man. Come use this platform as a vessel to come be heard, and there'll be a lot of other fans feeling your same sentiments. Trust me, we're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna disagree, but it's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna agree with you saying. So you're gonna be preaching to the choir to a lot of folks, man. Just go ahead on and hit that link button, and I'll bring you on to the show.
Look, I just seen an article that Nick Underhill posted, and I didn't click on it, but like the tweet of the article to the link, it says Saints players don't know how they're supposed to win when practices have been glorified tag offs. I'm gonna read it, but like it's just you got like a substitute teacher culture kind of, and it's not even Rizzy that I'm giving the substitute teacher culture to. I'm giving that to this started with Dennis Allen, but just in my opinion, though, I just think a lot. I think a lot of this stuff started like when Breeze retired. I think that 21 team was cool. They had some elite players or got like the last elite years out of some players. But the guys was hurt. They didn't have the quarterback. They didn't have the receivers. But I just thought I thought then like when Sean Payton retired, I wasn't saying blow it up, but you can't go that 2022 offseason is one of the biggest failures and like you gonna look back probably within like the last 5 years, like the second worst move, it could have been even worse. In the last 3 years, some of the worst off seasons in the league, I'm gonna go the worst move is Cleveland with Deshaun Watson. Second to me is what the Saints did in 2022. Trading picks and draft capital to make that Philly trade to get the second first round pick that you used on or to get two first round picks without targeting specific players. Like it just that's a like one of the worst moves that this team could have ever made because that move kills them far as like the draft capital and like it just you don't make an all-in move like that with Jameis Winston as your quarterback and Andy Dalton as your quarterback. Then believing that at 7-10, or you were 7-10, and believing that all your issues in 2023 was on the quarterback when like if you paid attention to the full thing, like you can see in 2022, the issues was way bigger than Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston. And it's just like you just you want to know like who in the organization, like, do they like live in reality? That's pretty much my whole thing. Like, do they just think like they shit don't stink, or like they just like blinding themselves the whole time?
Man,
That's really what I'm like got
they
getting
just
over.
gonna they just gonna go off the 9-8 season last year and be like, oh, we was one game away from the playoffs. And then this year they're gonna go off those first two games of the season when the Saints was healthy, and they'll be like, oh well, if we were healthy majority of the season, we would have been in the playoffs, and who knows what could have happened if we could have got some guys back in during the playoffs. You know, that's how they're gonna look at things. That's
Yeah.
exactly how they're gonna look at things. Because you know, Dennis Allen, Mickey ain't even want to fire Dennis Allen, so they just gonna
I know
run
they
things back. They just gonna run things back, probably make it better. They're gonna try to get another head coach, and they're gonna see how things could work with hopefully Shaheed, Olave, Taysom, McCoy, and Carr, and all these guys just stay healthy. But me personally, I just hope we hit on a head coach and a quarterback. Like a quarterback, just be good. You ain't even got to be elite for me at this point. Just be good, because if you asking for an elite quarterback, that's just being greedy. Like every team want that. But if we got a good head coach, I'll take a quarterback that's on a Jared Goff level. Just be good. You ain't even got to be elite.
Hey man, we gotta stop talking about Jared Goff like this. Not
I
you.
ain't
I'm just
saying,
talking about in general. No, in
but I ain't
general,
saying
bro.
he elite though. He
Hey,
good.
hey, Jared Goff. At this point, bro. I'm stamping it. That's a top 10 quarterback. He might be closer to 10 than he is 5, but man, Jared Goff probably the 10th best quarterback in the league. Like
When did
we
10 make
gotta.
you elite?
It's not that he elite. I'm just saying he a top 10 quarterback. Like people be talking about
No,
Jared Goff. Like
I
I be
never.
listening. I give you got it.
Well, I never said he. Well, see that top 10 stuff. You could be in the top 10 and be a damn good player or a damn good team or a damn good
I
unit.
feel you.
But when we talking about elite, we talking about Lamar, we talking about Joe, we talking about Pat,
Mahomes
we
and
talking
them.
about Josh, we talking about them. And then they got your good players, and then they got your average players, and then they got below average. Jared Goff, I put him in good. So that's why I say I
That's
ain't even
fair.
trying to be greedy and just be like, oh, we need a Drew Brees again. Like give me a Jared Goff with a good head coach, and I'm good. And that's
Yeah,
exactly what I think Dan Campbell is. He's a good head coach. He ain't elite to me. It just he got an elite
I
ass
think Dan Campbell.
coordinator.
I think he know how to pick. I think the part of being a good head coach is knowing how to pick your staff, and then do your players respect you. And I think he got that. So I'm gonna give him that.
Gonna bring on Jerry to the show. What you got for us, Jerry?
What's up? What's up, man? How y'all doing?
What's up, man? How you
Good.
doing?
Good. Hope y'all had a good Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, it was good.
I had a pretty decent Christmas, man. I had a pretty decent Christmas. But for these New Year's, all I want is a good head coach and a good quarterback. That's all I want, Jerry.
Y'all, yeah, you always hear that part talking about new year, new me. That's when it comes to the Saints, bruh.
Yeah.
We need new everything.
Hey, man, it is it's gonna happen. It's gonna be new, but is it gonna be right for us? We gonna get something new, but we gotta look at the people who's picking these new people. We gotta look at the people who putting these guys in position.
I don't know if y'all touched up on it, but you already know what I'm looking for. Looking for Mickey to get the hell out of here and let somebody else be general manager and not him.
I wouldn't even just I would advise everybody not to even put I wouldn't even worry about that too much. Like if he do take on a new role within the organization, cool. If he were to, get like a different position and then somebody else step in that general manager, cool. But don't just be focused on that, because when it don't happen, don't even set yourself up for being upset, man. Just hope, if anything, just hope that he hit on the right choice. That's the main thing you can hope for. Because he ain't going nowhere no time soon, I don't believe.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man. Mickey Loomis, bro, like, right now they say we looking at Aaron Glenn, we looking at Mike Vrabel, we looking at Joe Brady. I would expect it to be one of these three guys, man. Like, to be honest with you.
It don't matter.
To be honest with you, you got to ask yourself, are them dudes looking at you? Because this situation not good for at least 2 years.
They ain't gonna have no
Like,
choice if they want
you
to be
looking
a
at
head
them.
coach. They ain't
But
gonna
I
have no
think
choice if they.
it's better job. It's better job. I just want to see, because the Saints one of them situations where, like, you don't know, over a guy might take a guy might stay in a coordinator spot before you take that Saints job and try to wait for something else. I know they say it's only 32, but, like, man, this situation bad. You look at this, like, you're not gonna win for minimum 2 years if because you got to tear down this roster if you want to ever be something again.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I think if you believe in yourself and you want to be a head coach, you're gonna, you might take a chance with the Saints, especially if you got familiar ties with the Saints, like Joe Brady, like a Aaron Glenn. They might give you a contract to where they say, okay, well, the first 2 years we ain't even much gonna really too much evaluate you that closely, because we already know what you're coming in. You're coming into this cap. You're coming in with the quarterback situation looking like this. You're coming in with not too much, elite guys that you could just really, that you could just think, oh yeah, he's going to be elite for the future, But I really feel like a lot of teams around the league probably not looking at a Joe Brady. A lot of teams around the league probably not looking at an Aaron Glenn. Mike Vrabel, I think a lot of teams probably looking. I think he developed that cachet within the league, and I think he's well respected. Like the Titans, they were a pretty good team. They had some solid years. They just didn't have a quarterback, But I just think that he's gonna have a lot of offers on the table. But the Joe Brady's of the world and the Aaron Glenn's of the world, if that opportunity comes and these other teams just going elsewhere with their choosing, they might take a chance on saying being the Saints head coach and just try to better their resume.
Yeah, I got you, man. But look, sorry to cut in, Molly, but sorry about the little excitement for a second. But I just saw that
You fine?
Phoenix just threw a pick to one of the Washington cornerbacks.
Okay.
And won't that be awesome that the Falcons could lose to the Commanders and be completely knocked out of playoff contention?
Yeah, if the Falcons lose tonight, bro, just say the playoffs are over for them, because, like, the Bucks are gonna kill the Saints next week.
But they can't still make a wild card.
Nah. The Commanders will be in the wild card. The Commanders gonna be in the wild card with 11 wins, and they're gonna be stuck at the 7th seed. Like, that's how top heavy it is this year.
Yep. Hey, that's the best. Look. I know we already been home, but to see the Falcons lose to the Commanders and be knocked out of playoff contention, that would be a good late Christmas present right there.
Well, I already said the Bucks was gonna walk the Falcons down. And it's crazy because the Bucks, bro, like the last 3-4 seasons, they didn't win the division, and on top of that,
I did see it.
Last year they didn't go all out doing all this spending. They got their cap right, and everybody was talking about the Saints. Everybody was talking about the Falcons when nobody wasn't just showing the Bucks respect that they deserve, after winning the division multiple times. And they say, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and play our game, and they still gonna look like they win the division.
That's the worst part of the whole Saints thing. Is in 2022, when you make that stupid trade that they made in the draft, you basically going all in. 2023, when you go sign Derek Carr, you basically going all in. Like, you did these. This is the first year they scaled back. I mean, I know they signed Chase Young, but they scaled back, and they scaling back. They like one of the worst teams in the league. But those other 2 years, bro, you went all in and you've never been good. Like you never won your division going all in, and you never even made the wild card. That's why, like, I'm not saying that Mickey Loomis is gonna get fired. I mean, I hope he is, but like, you had an organizational thing. I know you seen these tweets. Like, you had a point in the organization where like you got the laughing stock of the league in the NBA and the NFL. Like, stuff can't continue with the same hierarchy in place.
Yeah, and dude, that's one of the main reasons why I be preaching to these Falcon fans, always talking all that noise and stuff. I'm like, especially when we played them again, they're talking about they had to bring the brooms and stuff. I'm like, we gonna sweep the A's, we gonna sweep we run the division. The Saints said, y'all ain't coming to our house to do that. Y'all, we lost to y'all lost to us. So that means we even.
Well, one
And
thing
that's just that's like in wrestling, they the big, you can be the biggest heel, especially to these Falcons fans. That's me. They already know I'm gonna come with some heat, bro. Because that's what I do.
if the Bucks win a division, I wouldn't be mad at that. Like, I
Long as the Falcons don't make it, I'm good.
Yeah, I low key kind of like Baker Mayfield anyway, just because he just got that gamer. He got that gamer. He got that gamer type of swag.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I don't care what nobody in the division do till we get our shit together. So I ain't even worried about it. I don't care if the Falcons make the playoffs, none of that. Like, I'm worried about us.
Yeah.
And right now we fucked up, and I don't want to be fucked up no more.
Matter of fact, I mean, that leads me to my next question. With the draft coming up in a few months, I don't know how many Molly G, how many draft picks the Saints got. I know they got like some more.
You got about 9
from that Lattimore trade.
I think we got about 9. Like Rainey said, he'd be on top of all that stuff. What I want to know is where we picking now, because I last seen it said 10, but somebody said 8. So
nah, bro. Look, that's what make it. Look, we gonna go 5 and 12 and pick 10. Like, the Commanders went 4 and 13 and had the second pick of the draft. Like, that's gonna make it so bad this year. Like, 5 and 12 get you 10.
So what are we picking right now? Are we number 8?
I think so. I don't know. I know we lost earlier, but
because earlier somebody said
I know we in the top 10 somewhere.
Earlier was 10, but then I think I seen in the chat somebody said we number 8. They probably want us to be 8.
We 10, and I think it would have to be like some shit that have to happen next week to get us to like 8. But bro, that shit ain't happening.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be good. Maybe the Jets win a game, but
I'll be good with 10, man.
We firmly in the top 10 now. Like,
I'll be good with 10, dog. Like, we could get a solid good player at 10, bro. Like, we could get a good person on at wide receiver. We could get a good person on the offensive line, the defensive line, cornerback. Like, we could get a solid guy at 10. Like, I'm not really worried about that.
What I want to tell you is this a weak wide receiver draft.
Like, yeah, but what about that?
The dude from Arizona, he might go high. He might go higher than what we're gonna pick.
That running back. You talking about?
No, I'm talking about Tedder. No, I'm talking about Teteroa McMillan. Like,
yeah, but what about the other guy on opposite of him, the Burden guy?
Who? Luther Burden is not a top 10 pick, bro. I'm sorry. Maybe that's like you know who Jaden Reed is. You know who Jaden Reed is.
Yeah.
He kind of like he a better version of Jaden Reed, in my opinion. Again, that's my opinion. I ain't trying to like shit on the dude. I couldn't spend a top 10 pick on Luther Burden. Like, Luther Burden, I couldn't do it, not at all. This a weak, but this draft right here, this a weak wide receiver draft. This a weak wide receiver and quarterback draft.
Well, I mean, we could get somebody in the trenches. Like, you can never go wrong in the trenches.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I've been doing mock drafts. I've been trading back about 5 spots in these mock drafts and then just taking offensive linemen because, like, at this point, fuck, we could take anything. Now, I don't know. Ashton Genty that's a tricky one with me because like I feel like we had to start a rebuild, and I don't think you take a running back at the start of the rebuild, especially after paying Kamara. But like, I mean, I can't call nobody stupid for doing a mock draft and taking Gentry because fuck, we need everything. Like every position, they is that ESPN draft guy said Saints needs in the draft. Everything. Like
Yeah,
everything is a need. Hell.
You
Yeah,
got
look
that
at,
like
right.
look at the
I
bright
can't I
side.
can't even
Yeah.
Look at the bright side. We ain't just worried about replacing Pennant right now. He started every game and he was pretty much solid all season.
yeah, I'll replace Penning, but
Yeah, but it's not
if
needed.
possible.
It's not needed
It's
on
not
top of
like
you.
it's not like a oh man,
I ain't gonna lie.
how we had to
I'll
get
replace
fourth last year.
I'll replace Ruiz before I replace Pennant.
You want to know something though? We can't even replace him because they stupidly signed him. You got to restructure dudes like that. He gonna play his whole career with the Saints, or majority of it.
Yeah, I forgot about that resigning.
Let me ask this question right here to Wick TV.
Still could take a left guard.
The reason why Wick, because they always love to talk down all that shit to us, and we always talk shit to them because they always talking about the Saints always gonna lose. But when they lose their games, it's a totally opposite, different story. And yes, it is a big rivalry, but you gotta look at the facts that Saints fans are way better than Falcon fans. It's plain and simple. And that's why I came up with a new term for them that says "rise up to fall down." That's the new slogan from us Saints fans right there. And going forward.
Yeah, I used to be like that too, Jerry. But these last couple of years, like I just been on some, I've been on some, man. I ain't even about to worry about telling this dude clean his yard if my yard dirty. Sure.
That's how I feel.
Like, why I'm looking at my neighbor and telling him sweep that yard up? If my yard got all type of trash all around it, it's got all type of the grass need to be cut, the bushes need to be whacked,
all
that, like and like I just think it's real better when the rivalry when both of y'all good. Don't you remember how good the rivalry was when it was Cam Newton up in here, it was Matt Ryan up in here, Drew Brees up in here? Like you was good, they was good, going back and forth. Like that's when it was good because both of you had a legit chance at making the playoffs. But now it's just like you trying to figure it out, we trying to figure it out, the Panthers trying to figure it out. The only people who kind of solid is the Bucks. They kind of solid.
Yeah.
And they ain't even got a good head coach. So
yeah, that's the thing with the Bucks. The thing on them is like all they fans want them to get rid of Todd Bowles and keep going. Because like, man, no, Baker Mayfield got 40 touchdowns. I like Jay, like a person like Justin Herbert got 21 touchdowns. They don't throw the ball as much. They don't have the wide receivers that the whatchamacallit have, but like Baker Mayfield got 40 touchdowns this year.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll take
Rizzy
and let Rizzy. I'll let Rizzy be the fall guy for next year or whatever, be the bridge quarterback. I mean, be the bridge head coach, but then I'll be like, damn, Liam Cohen could possibly be the next Sean Payton. You ain't gonna know until you give him a chance. You ain't gonna know until you give him. We didn't know Sean Payton was gonna be like that. They got some people be like, oh, I've been know about Sean Payton, but you ain't know about him as a head coach. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I would if I put it like this, if I give a chance to any head coach, Liam Coleman will be my top choice after Ben Johnson. That'll be my top choice.
I ain't gonna lie, Liam Coleman.
Cam on Cam.
I'm trying to see if Liam Coleman is he even a higher prospect than whatchamacallit?
Yeah, misdemeanor Cam on Cam. When Cam used to sack Cam a lot, man, that used to feel so good because Cam was playing that MVP type of level back then.
Yep.
Like all these teams legit went to the Super Bowl. It just so happened the Falcons won theirs. I mean, the Saints won theirs. The Falcons lost. The Panthers lost. Back in the day, that's when the Bucks was kind of trash. But then they got Jameis Winston, and Jameis Winston kind of made them a little solid or whatever. But that's when the rivalry was fun. When it's fun when you're both good, but when you're both trash and you're just talking about each other, oh, y'all trash, you know, like
that's tradition, bro.
It's tradition. It's tradition. You're right. It's tradition. But
Yeah,
I just like it when you're both good. Like when we good and they good, I'm looking at them because I'm like, damn, boy, they are competition. It's like we probably gonna have to see them in the playoffs, so it's gonna be neck and neck throughout the whole season, you know. But when we both trash, it's like I ain't even worried about you no more. I'm worried about my team. I'm trying to figure out who's gonna be our coach, who's gonna be our quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much. We gotta worry about in-house. Like, we got a lot of shit to work on. We need to go see a therapist. We need to go see a therapist.
Hey, Miss Barbara, that side tail stiff arm to Matt Ryan, that on Thanksgiving night that night, that was you talking about some cornbread stuff. He did that. He did his thing, bro. That's a Thanksgiving to remember. When Matt Ryan got stuffed by side turtle. Never that stiff arm.
Yeah, Wix TV, Slim South, Misdemeanor, you know, y'all hit that link and come join the show, man. Come talk, man. Y'all got time to right? Y'all got time to come on the show. Unless y'all at work.
It's been a while since I talked to Slim.
Yeah, man.
I know Miss Barbara got some up her sleeve to talk about. So
yeah, bro, because man, it's at the point where you know we gotta find stuff to talk about. Like what's a talking point? Because it's the same stuff. Like we hoping Mickey Loomis get fired. We hoping Mickey Loomis get demoted. We hoping Mickey Loomis change a position. We hoping all this with Mickey Loomis. We thinking about who we gonna choose for our head coach. Like, but I'm gonna tell you, bro, Liam Cohen. If I had to pick anybody, it's Liam Cohen. Who you said? Hold on. Who you said? You trying to think about who Liam Cohen a better candidate than Marlon?
Me?
You?
I'm saying like shit. He up? No, I'm saying Liam Cohen up there, bro. Like Liam Cohen, I'm viewing him high. Like I'm viewing Ben Johnson. Like I'm viewing them damn near equal.
Dog, people gotta understand. This dude threw 40 touchdowns, and on top of that, those picks he threw was literally his fault, making bad decisions or bad throws. But the play design was good. Ball. And on top of that, they running the ball with doing a lot of different, you know, they doing a lot of different.
You knew what the Bucks was running the ball last year? It was like 32nd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And now they top 10.
They got 3 running backs. We know good and well who they 3 running backs is because they ran all up and down us.
Mm-hmm. That they did.
They got White. They got, I think it's other name Shepard, and they got
Bucky. They got White.
Bucky
Irvin.
Yep.
I like all them dudes, man. Dog, Liam Cohen doing something up there, and they got that tight end. That tight end going ham. Not to mention, they lost Godwin, and I think they lost their center or something like that. Man, look, Liam Cohen.
Well, they center that dude. He retired. He been done like 3 years.
Well, they lost somebody in the offensive line, I believe.
Don Tucker.
I probably got them confused with the Falcons. I think the Falcons lost their center. But yeah, man.
Hey, did you see
Liam Cohen? He doing his thing. I judge a coach, but when he could do more with less.
Did y'all see that thing that they had Demario Davis say today? You saw that?
I seen it, but I didn't watch it. But I know it was like 3 minutes long.
I didn't watch. Yeah, I didn't watch all of it. I just thought that shit was pathetic, and nobody trying to hear that shit no more.
Yeah, man. That's why I ain't watching. I'm like, after a while.
Yeah, like you don't want to hear all that, bro. Like,
it's kind of like the Cam Jordan 24-hour rule. Like, nobody won't see that.
Stick with us when we're down. Like, no, bro. We see like this organization, all the bad moves, they did it to themselves.
Yeah. And then you look at the Chargers. The Chargers were like, yeah, man, we need to go hire somebody. We don't want to just go with continuity for the sake of keeping things the same. We need to go tear it down and look at the Chargers and look at us. Sure.
Yep.
And they went and got Harbaugh. And that's like I say, man, if you get a defensive coach, man, as long as you got a good-ass quarterback, you'll be good. Look at Harbaugh with Herbert. Look at I don't even think he a good head coach, but look at Dan Quinn with what his name is? Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
And ironically, Dan Quinn had Matt Ryan in the Super Bowl when just so happened they had Kyle Shanahan as the offensive coordinator. So we're gonna have to bring on Slim South, man. What up, Slim?
Whoa.
Whoa, what's him, yo? Who that to yo?
Yeah,
Man, thanks for
whatever
having
you
me.
How you
like.
doing?
I can have whatever I
Yeah.
like, yeah.
What's
A lot
good?
of fans been checked out. Slim, did you watch the whole game in its entirety?
I ain't gonna lie to you, no cap. I did.
Okay, what you thought about the game, man?
We suck. It is what it is.
There you go.
It is what it is, bro. Like honestly, real talk, family. I think if Spencer Rattler really had a good old line around him with some weapons, he'd be a good quarterback for us with a real head coach.
Okay,
That's just my opinion.
Can you get that same? Can you get that same stance with Jake Hayner? Because people gonna feel like, oh, well, how can you get this for Spence, but you can't get this with Jake Hayner?
Honestly, bro, yeah. Get a real head coach, get a real OC.
Yep.
So you out on Clint, Slim? Out on Clint?
I've been out, bro. I've been out.
But you just said we ain't got the players. Like we've been having the injuries.
That's true, real talk. But like, man, get some honestly, without Taysom Hill, Clint Kubiak is trash. Can we agree on that?
Hey, and then, you know the funny thing about that, Slim? No other team got to Taysom Hill.
Nope.
So it's like, if this dude retire, what the Saints gonna do when he not that linchpin no more? When everything just going wrong?
We stuck like Chuck, bro.
Not lying.
So what's up, Slim? Like, who you looking at as far as the head coaches, man? Like me, I'm either Ben Johnson or Liam Cohen. If you can't get neither one of them, just let Rizzy be the bridge head coach until we can find something else better.
You say the Benjamin. Well, obviously the top choice is Ben Johnson, so that's the top choice for me. Other than that, who's available? Like I don't know who might be available or whatever.
They probably they're
saying Aaron Glenn, but I'm not. No, we're not going that route. Anything with Sean Payton and Dennis Allen, no.
Nah, with Aaron Glenn, I no.
Familiarity.
I don't think Aaron Glenn. I don't think Aaron Glenn is a Sean Payton or is a Dennis Allen product. I don't.
Sean Payton product, because he was here with Sean Payton, right?
I mean,
if I'm not mistaken.
men respect them, and when you have like a coach like Dennis Allen, you probably need an Aaron Glenn. I get why people don't like him though, or wouldn't want him, but
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to Aaron Glenn just because he was here with Sean Payton and Dennis Allen. But at the same time, me personally, I just don't want no defensive head coach. I want an offensive head coach. Especially while we ain't got a quarterback. Especially while we ain't got a quarterback. Now let's just say we were to have a Justin Herbert and then we go get a defensive head coach. I'm not tripping. Because Justin Herbert last year, they had a bad record for whatever reasons they had. You know, they had a bad record. Right. But if we had a good quarterback like that, I don't mind getting a defensive head coach, you know, especially if he's a culture builder and, you know, he's going to hold people accountable. We've seen it have success. We've seen Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. And that's probably a bad example because I'm taking two elite people of all time, like probably one of the greatest head coach quarterback duos of all time. But you know, I'll just be more comfortable. It's like, okay, if you got the defense, we already got this quarterback right here with the offense. Like even if it's a bad play call, he gonna still have a good decision. He gonna still have a good pass. He gonna still make something out of nothing, you know. But when you got a Dennis Allen and a Derek Carr, I just think you're gonna have a ceiling.
And I ain't gonna lie to your point, no cap. The only defensive minded coach I really wanted the Saints to hire, and I was screaming it, was DeMeco Ryans. Look what he's doing with the Houston Texans. Like he
Yep.
has the quarterback in place, got the system, the culture, like you said, culture change and all that. So that was the only one I really wanted to hire with D'Amico Ryan's defensive minded. But for the Saints, we got to go offensive minded. To me, personally,
So what's the difference between D'Amico Ryans and Aaron Glenn?
playoffs.
Duh.
Playoffs?
Yeah, but Aaron Glenn ain't get a chance yet. D'Amico Ryan just got his chance. You ain't gonna know until you give these people a chance.
Right, you're right about that, bro. But like it goes hand in hand. You got to have the right quarterback too. So like, I hear what you're saying, no cap. I hear what you're saying, bro. But like, to me, you got to have the head coach and you got to have the quarterback. That's hand in hand.
The Texans had the luxury of having a number 2 pick at the year, on the year.
2 and 3. They was aggressive.
Oh yeah, we only got the number 10, and at 10, I don't believe that we're gonna have some quarterbacks around.
We at number 10 right now, as we speak. We at number 10. Oh
yeah, unless you're a Milton fan. You're a Milton fan.
Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Alabama quarterback. We probably could get him.
Monroe.
Oh, you talking about quarterback? I like your boy from Miami. What's his name? Cam Ward.
We ain't gonna get him. We ain't getting him.
No, he probably won't get selected early.
Yeah.
That'd be my pick if we wishfully thinking.
See, look, if we get a Liam Cohen, we could get that Milton dude, and he'll probably be looking like Bo Nix for us. They got 9 wins. They got Sean Payton. Now they do got a defense. Like our defense, our defense ain't on their level. Like everybody thought we was gonna have this elite defense. I kept telling everybody before the season. I know y'all heard me, Jerry. I know y'all heard me, Slim. I said, man, that defensive line can't stop the run. We can't stop the cut. Right. We ain't got no pass rushers. I said they're gonna have to show me. They're gonna have to show me. And what happened? You got Carl Granderson and Chase Young leading the league in a duo of pass pressures, but we can't get the sack and close and get home. Bullshit. Leaving almost sacks. Could have kept Devin
almost sacks.
You ain't lying, bro.
You right about that, bro. You right. Almost sacks.
It ain't even just about almost sacks. All you affecting the quarterback. All you hitting his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's what I personally
though. But me personally, we cannot stop the damn run. That was my biggest concern.
We couldn't do it since.
Oh my God, bro.
We couldn't do it since Malcolm Brown left.
Man.
That's why I keep telling everybody, man. Dennis Allen overrated, man. We had some good players back then, man.
We did. Good players.
Malcolm Brown was shutting down everything with that middle when it came to that run game, man. Like we went to like 2 seasons without having a 100-yard rusher on us, and that made teams one-dimensional, and that they had to pass. And then that went into Dennis Allen game because he's pretty much mostly a DB coach, and
right.
When a team had to pass, now you're playing to his game. Not to mention we got Sean Payton as the head coach, Andrew Brees as the quarterback. So, bro, people just got to take things in the context, man. People got to take things in the context. But I don't know, man. Now that I'm hearing Baker Mayfield got 40 touchdowns, I'm on the Liam Cohen train. That's what I'm going to be out here.
40 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield got 40 touchdowns.
I don't know how many picks he got. He probably got like 9. How many picks he got, Marlon?
Ooh.
Baker.
He got about, he playing that real fucking QB. 40 touchdowns, about 15, 16 picks. He playing QB how it's meant to be played.
Oh, man.
That ain't bad.
That's a good year. That's a good year to me.
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield got 40 touchdowns. Bro, what the boy? I know y'all lying to me.
And look, they ain't got Godwin. They ain't got Godwin, Slim. And they had Mike Evans out for a while. So
yeah, now he back.
That's why I say that injury.
But they drafted a guy. They drafted a guy in the 3rd round. Like what I'm saying, like these teams, like they team building, they light years ahead of the Saints. Like they have their guys and they develop them and keep them. But like, Mike Evans was the top 10 pick. Chris Godwin was the 2nd round pick. They drafted a guy this year to be the 3rd guy. He was a 3rd round pick. Like, if you go look at the Saints wide receiver and tight end core, bro, the only day 1 pick, the only day 1 or day 2 pick is Chris Olave. Like, it's just bad team building everywhere. Like your tight end is an undrafted guy and a fourth or fifth round pick in Foster, and then the third guy's undrafted. Taysom undrafted. Shaheed undrafted. Um, Cedric Wilson, what a 6th round pick? Like you ain't putting
Right.
no what you drafted Chris Olave, but it's no such thing as a one guy carrying a wide receiving core anymore. It's no such thing. I was telling Saints fans that earlier. I'm like, Justin Jefferson won OPOY. They drafted a wide receiver. After that, they drafted a wide receiver in the 1st round and then traded for a top 5 tight end at the time. Like we do nothing like that. We just drafted Olave and we don't add nothing else to the weapons. And it's just like,
And they still scheming people open over there.
yeah, like they scheme, bro. It shouldn't. I don't know if you watched any of that game today, bro. Dog, they got niggas running wide open, free. How much they scheming over there? Like the Saints don't help. They don't help like the team building with the way they built the team. Like, bro, I'm at the point where like, do we do one thing good as an organization? Like one, and I can't like one, and I
Nope.
can't name nothing.
No,
Football,
Nope.
scouting, nothing.
Nope.
Like
none of that. You name it, they ain't doing it.
they don't do it.
Nope.
Like,
Don't know
And you
it,
know
bro.
what's
I've been
crazy?
telling. Yeah,
And
you
you know
got
what's
it.
crazy? You know what's crazy? I'm screaming. I'm like, yo, Saints, please trade up to get Brock Bowers. Please go trade up to get Brock Bowers. And who had a good game today? Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers.
Against the
But
It
Saints.
hey,
was
bro,
Brock Bowers
I
show.
think this started when we drafted Olave. I was talking about either taking a second receiver in the 2nd round because I thought you can't let a wide receiver core get that bad, or take a tight end. I was screaming at the TV the second day or day 2. I'm like, man, just take Trey McBride. Take Trey McBride. Take Trey
Mm,
McBride. Trey McBride
that
is
would
the
have been
second best
good.
tight end in the league, bro.
That would have been good.
He like
Right.
the 3rd best tight end in the league. Like y'all might have y'all opinions on Olave, but we know he a good player. Imagine if the Saints had Trey McBride as the weapon one or the pass catcher one on the offense, and Olave was like 1B to him. Bro, you know how much better that make the team? And instead, we took Alante Taylor, and we
Oh.
at the end of year 3, and he is not a good player. And here go Trey McBride is the 3rd best tight end in the league.
Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm.
Don't even get me started on passing up on Brian Branch.
Oh
Man.
man, y'all don't get me started on the Saints. I wish we'd have had Jameson Williams.
Who I would have preferred Olave over Jameson Williams, knowing that Jameson Williams wasn't going to play that year. I like Jameson though, but I don't think Jameson Williams would be the same here because like in Detroit, Jameson Williams like the 4th guy because like they got the running backs, they got St. Brown. Like I don't think we got none of that. Like I
I
think our
think he'll
best
be just
players
like
is.
I think he'll be just like Shaheed. Yeah.
I think he Shaheed. That's a 1st round pick, but he way better than Shaheed though. Like I ain't trying to shit on Shaheed, but like Jameson Williams can run routes. Like Shaheed really like posting a go.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. This where we at. Who that nation? Look where we at. Who that nation?
I mean, we hit on a head coach and we hit on a good quarterback. We ain't even got to be elite quarterback. We hit on a head coach and a good
Just
quarterback.
good, right?
We'll be
Right.
all right, bro.
Right.
I'm scouting them quarterbacks all next year, bro. In college, just I hope there's a bunch of them emerge.
Wake TV got a question for y'all.
I got a question. Rashid versus Jameson. Ooh, I think my boy just brought that up.
Oh, it's not even
That's a tough
close.
one.
Not for me. For me, that shit not even close. And I love Shaheed. I think Jameson is like a real 2. Jameson like Shaheed, if Shaheed was polished like Jameson, because Jameson Williams can run routes. I think a lot of times we ask why they don't do stuff to give Shaheed the ball and let him run after the catch. Like Shaheed don't know he's not a good route runner. He don't know a lot of the playbook like that. Like from some stuff that I know, but like I like Shaheed though. I think
But
Shaheed's supposed to be a 3.
but I gotta argue with you on that one. Every time Shaheed touched the ball, something big happened. Pause.
But you can't
Uh,
just yo the only play you run can't. The only play we can watch that Philly game. I'm gonna take it to the Philly game.
Yep.
And Philly, the game Shaheed, they threw the ball to him 5 times. None of them was completed. We can't just throw you a 9 route in a deep post. Like when it was time for you to run some precise shit, couldn't get the ball to you. Like sometimes I need you to kill this dude intermediate, kill him, whatchamacallit. Like that game, I think Olave killed that game. Like I might need you to do that. And that's why I don't think Jameson Williams can do that. Olave and them, they can do that. Shaheed can't do that. That's my separator. But Shaheed, hey, bro, he one of the few in the last 3 years. We ain't do a lot of things good here, but finding him undrafted, one of the few good things they did here. They did do here. Like he's supposed to be number 3 receiver, but like that's a good football player. And I ain't gonna shit on him. I just know what he is. I'm not looking at Shaheed to be my 2.
I would like them to do more screens with him and stuff, and like reverses and stuff. Like use them like how the Seahawks used to use Percy Harvin. You know, but Wix TV said, "Well, answer this: who's faster?"
Jameson. I'm gonna go Jameson.
I'm gonna go Shaheed on that one.
Them niggas got a race. They got a race. They got a race, dog. I think Jameson run a 4.2. They both tore their knee. I think Jameson can touch a 4.2 though.
What is Shaheed? Does anybody know what his 4.3 was? I mean,
he didn't run because he was like he had a torn knee. Yeah. But like Shaheed, I watched Shaheed run, and I'm like, damn, because I watched like that draft process. I like to watch the combine, and like Chris Olave. Some people had him clocked at a 4.26, bro. Like I promise you, they had him clocked at, but they switched it to a 4.39. But if you go watch it, that shit really might be a 4.2. It really might be a 4.2, but like
Olave 4.2,
but Olave not as fast as Shaheed, and Shaheed fast. So I would have to see a guy like Jameson and them dudes race or something.
Yeah, see that 40. Let's see that 40.
Now Louis V says, I feel like if Taysom was healthy, we'd be going to the Super Bowl.
No.
And then you cut the game off, bro. You cut that game off.
No, Louis, no. Much respect, Louis, no. We got
a
whole lot of problems, bro. We got some problems with this organization, bro.
Not the way this team look. You talking about Super Bowls?
Man, go look at that defense, man.
I think people just still looking at the first 2 weeks when we beat the Panthers. Look at their record. Look, we beat the Cowboys. Look at their record.
Look, I was at that Cowboys game. It was fun. But like it's time to let that shit not reality, bro. Like that's not our situation. To be a good NFL team, you gotta be built to withstand injuries. They not built to withstand injuries.
So
like we can't.
Facts.
The Browns did it last year.
The thing is, they can't be built to withstand injuries. They don't have the depth. You didn't draft good. You don't have the cap space to have that. Like it's just we gotta let them 2 weeks go. It was fun. Especially if you went to that Cowboys game, you know how fun it was. But like, just let it go, bro. The season over. We 5-12. Like we 3-12 since that happened.
Yeah. But hey,
really, we should be worse.
You should have lost to the Giants, to be honest.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. And look, Jerry, I know, Jerry, let me get this one part off. I know you hate the Falcons, but boy, that Falcons win that we got, that win pissed me off so bad because I wanted the draft pick. I don't care about, again, our shit stink. I don't care about all the other stuff.
Hold up, bro.
Man, I want to draft
We
pick.
always want to whoop the Falcons. I don't give a damn about
draft
this.
pick,
Come on, bro. We gotta beat Atlanta.
That Giants game and that Falcons game had me.
Probably you want to
give me a draft pick, man.
So you mean to tell me, Slim, if it's the last game of the season, if we lose this game, we'll be in position to get Cam Ward. But if we beat the Falcons, we won't get Cam Ward. You wouldn't want to get Cam Ward?
See, no cap. I see what you doing, bro.
But that's the whole purpose of losing.
Oh my God.
You losing for a purpose. You losing for a bigger picture.
Hey,
for a franchise quarterback saying, at least I beat you.
Bro.
I would take whooping Atlanta ass every year.
Just beating the Falcons is it's like music to my ears. Slim, no.
Dude,
it was music to my ears having a franchise quarterback.
I'm 40 years old. we hate Atlanta to the core.
You ain't
From
lying.
years ago. OG, you know.
Yes,
OG,
sir.
you know what it is. We
Yeah,
do not like
exactly.
them damn Falcons. I would beat Atlanta, pause, beat Atlanta ass every year,
Yeah.
no matter what.
I would beat them with a 2x4.
No matter what.
You name it.
Beat him,
And
beat, and
then
then and
no,
then
no cap trying to talk about some last game of the year. I see what no cap
and then
trying to do.
and then next year, all you're
He
gonna be worried
screwed
about
over
is,
there, Marlon.
and then next year we're gonna have Derek Carr again, and all you're gonna be worried about is
Bro,
beating
we
the
stuck
Falcons.
with Carr. We stuck with Derek.
Same. It's gonna be like Groundhog Day. New,
About with
Groundhog Day.
a field.
yeah, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same outlook the next year.
See
As
a
long as we beat the
shadow.
Falcons
You want the 6 weeks of winter or you want an early spring?
versus having a guy who could be our franchise. But we got Trick Daddy says, how y'all feel about Snake with Olave, Shaheed, and Alvin Kamara healthy? I feel like he look much better.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think he'll
that's
look
tough.
better, but
Yeah.
I think he'll clearly look better. He playing with a I would say
All right, Queen
a
Barbara.
Miss Bobby, you need to stop.
Queen Barbara know it. No cap. I'm telling you, bro. Every time we get the chance to whip Atlanta ass, I'm telling you,
Oh,
bro.
Lord,
That's what it. I mean,
I'm-
Queen Barbara.
I'm sorry, baby. That was funny right there.
Shit.
Lord have mercy. Miss Bobby touched a nerve on that one.
That's what it
Good
is.
sex.
Shout out
Good
to Miss
sex.
Bobby, man. She come up with some stuff, bro.
Good sex to me is beating Atlanta with Drew Brees. That's good sex.
Oh, Lord.
That's
I
some
feel
good
you.
sex. With that franchise quarterback.
Oh.
That franchise quarterback. Not only you can beat Atlanta, you could beat the Indianapolis Colts and win a Super Bowl to get that ring.
Yep.
Not just
Oh, my
for the
goodness.
season, bro.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
At least I beat yours.
I'm just saying. I mean, no cap. That
Oh,
I tell you what. The season already over with, right?
Mhm.
So of course you want to beat Atlanta, right? No matter what, we ain't going no playoffs, no none of that, nothing.
It's just about the pick, though. It's about the
Yep.
pick.
just being.
So all right. Just about to pick. All right.
Well, right
No,
now, we
I
not
hear
in
what you're saying.
we not in range for a good quarterback.
All right. To your point, do you
Yeah,
trust our front office with that good pick? Mickey
Zip.
Loomis, Jeff Allen, you trust them? I don't.
If we had a quarterback up for grabs, like I trust that they would go to get a quarterback right now. Like
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna stick with a Derek Carr right now. I think they know. Like, okay, we didn't try this 2 times. You know,
So
it's
you
time
really
to change.
trust Mickey Loomis?
If a quarterback was available, like let's just say we had the number 2 pick, yes, we would get a quarterback.
Okay. No, I hear what you're saying.
Now,
But
while we at number 10, I don't want us to pick a quarterback. You know, I don't want us to pick like that quarterback from Alabama. A lot of people feel like, oh, he's another Taysom Hill. But shit.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
I mean,
bro. I don't like our front office. I don't trust him.
But before picking him from Alabama, I'd rather develop Snake. I'd rather see how Snake will look with a full
With a head
season under
coach.
his belt. A good head
Real.
coach. Got Olave, got Shaheed, got Taysom, got Alvin,
Right.
got Miller, and whoever else they're gonna add to the offense. You know, I would like to see that. I would rather develop Snake over picking a quarterback
But
at 10.
however, you still got to pick a quarterback. Like I think Mike Detillier said it. Like to find your future, you always got to draft your quarterback till you find one. I agree with that.
You can't do that. That shit is over unless you're taking a guy in the first round. All that wasting picks on Jake Hayner, Ian Book, 4th round picks, drafting Spencer Rattler. That shit is over. If you taking a quarterback, it has to be the guy. It ain't no guy this year, so we ain't worried about it this year.
Yeah,
We talking about this year though, bro. Like we in the top.
You
Like
not it's no good quarterbacks, bro. Like it's none.
Cam
This the worst
Ward,
quarterback class.
Cam Ward.
Shador Sanders. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I like Shador Sanders. Shador Sanders would be the 7th first round. At best, he would be the 7th quarterback last year of the 6. if you count Cam Ward at best, them dudes wouldn't
Cam
go ahead of
Ward.
anybody that went in the top 5. And I like Cam Ward, but Cam Ward not better than any of them guys from last year, other than like Bo Nix.
That's
Cam
tough.
Ward, Cam Ward gonna get selected before 10 anyway.
And like all of them do, yeah, like them guys gonna be gone. Like this is a really shit QB class. Like this ain't no
Oh, it's
class
not
where
a
you
good.
like.
I agree with that, but Cam Ward, I would if I have the draft a quarterback, it would be Cam Ward. Other than that, we got to go somewhere else. That's
Yeah,
just me.
that's what we saying.
Yeah.
So
That's
don't
what I
get
was saying.
don't get no
I ain't, but
quarterback this
Cam
year.
Ward gonna be gone, so I ain't even worried about it.
He gonna be gone. Where he going? Where y'all think he
The
going?
top 3, I don't know, probably top 3. They're gonna take him high.
They got the Giants, they got Tennessee, they got the
Teams
Raiders.
desperate all the time, man. Teams need players. They desperate all the time. They're gonna always take the quarterbacks gonna go high. Him and Shador, but
And we number 10 right now. Ward, Miro, Sanders. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, but if Milrow goes somewhere and he shine, boy, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick if we pass him up and he shine. Because if he could be like a Jalen Hurts, or let's just say Bo Nix kind of improve even more after this year, and he could be like one of them, I'm gonna be like, oh my god. But I think Spencer Rattler could. I think we could develop Spence, bro. Like I ain't just giving up on him.
Real talk, no cap. Like with the right head coach, right talent, right medical team. Because oh my god, injury is just terrible. I think Spencer Rattler, you ain't got to be the greatest, but he could be a good quarterback. That's what I've been saying. He can be good. And the right O line, because our O line is trash. That's just me. Our O line is trash.
That way we need to draft a left guard.
With the first pick?
Hell no. I wouldn't draft no guard in the first round. Guard.
So who we drafting at number 10? Who we drafting?
Like,
what position we drafting at number 10 right now? Just figure it out.
I would probably look at corner. I would look at
corner,
maybe an edge, a DT. But like this draft, it sucked winning some of these games because like it's like dudes in this draft that stick out above the rest, and like you're not gonna get that.
Yeah, man. We need to get a pass rusher. We need to get somebody in the trenches. The only thing about the offense trenches, them premium guys are tackles, and I don't think we need a premium tackle. Like I think
I don't mind moving a guy. Me personally, like
I think Trevor Penning's solid, like right there on the right.
But Trevor Penning, hey, bro, you don't settle for the 5 when you can get a 10. Trevor Penning is like a 4 or a 5.
I would trade. I would move on from Penning if well, he still plays solid, but I was gonna say I'll move on from Penning if we had Michael Penix, like a left-handed quarterback, where his blind side would be on the right. That's why I would move on from Penning, because I'm not comfortable with Penning protecting the blind side of the quarterback. But even with Penning, even with Penix, he left-handed, but Penning played solid this year on the right. To me,
he did.
He showed that he can be a low end starter, but like he ain't changing my draft for him. Like if it was a dude that was good, like I'm taking a guy that's good over Penning, because he gonna have 1 year left on his deal. Like you're not keeping his first year, you're not picking up his 5th year option. He's not like a player you pick up the option on. So
you got a question you can answer. Marlon, Misdemeanor Crime says, y'all think Arch coming out in 25?
I don't know. The Manning's weird, but he got to play. The Manning's weird though, bro, but he got to play. Like they like to stay in college till they graduate.
A lot of people feel like it'll be destiny for him to come to the Saints.
The thing is, hey, they're gonna be garbage enough, because I think this is the worst team in the league. At least next year, they're the worst team.
I don't think so. I think we'll be a middle of the pack type of team. We probably next year. I gotta see what we do with the draft. I gotta see what we hire with the head coach. What we do with the free agents. But from right now, if I just had to take a guess, I think we'll be a solid team. Like we'll probably win another 7-8 games next year or something like that.
Ooh, shit, you out your damn mind. You think you see 7-8 wins, bro? You see 7-8 wins with this?
Well, this year we had Dennis Allen. It was a whole bunch of bullshit. But next year,
Bro,
I feel
they gotta reset their roster. Like this bad. Like I'm telling you, this
yeah.
is
But the Saints don't
bad.
reset their roster. They not gonna reset the roster though. They don't
And,
move
and
like
all them players that you saying though, if you saying they don't reset their roster, then them players that's garbage on defense gonna be a year older. Them players that's not good on defense, like they still gonna be the same not good players on defense.
Yeah, like Cam, Demario, Ty, like all of them, they gotta go. Like,
And Tyron dropped the interception today too. I was like, man, what the bro? Where your
I ain't
hands
even
at,
see it,
bro?
man. I ain't even see it. I stopped paying attention. What quarter was it?
Yeah, man. But yeah,
You know what quarter it happened in?
Slim.
say what?
You know what quarter it happened in?
What?
The Tyrant drop pick.
Uh, it might have been a second or the third, because I think your
Oh,
boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember the quarter, but I know he went on a deep pass, and Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid had the coverage, and Tyron came with the,
I remember the play. I remember it.
and boom, dropped it.
Randy Major says Baker and Rattler have a similar athletic profiles and both play gritty, so I can see Cohen squeezing some potential out of him. Shoot. Like I said, them Bucks fans, they hoping that they fire Bowles and Cohen just move up. came up in that thing and stole his job.
But Baker been, I ain't gonna lie to you. As much as I hate to admit it, this would be their fourth straight year they win the division, I think.
Yeah, bro. They won
Bro, I'm
three in a
tired
row
of it.
already.
Tired of it. Come on, Saints, we got to do better. We got to do better. Oh, it was once upon a time that we ran the division. We got to get back on track.
Well,
oh damn,
losing that last game of the season to the Falcons probably could help.
Well, no, we played Tampa, huh?
Well, I was just talking about for that little example we was talking about with the
early, okay.
having the top pick.
You talk about the draft pick? Nah,
Yeah.
we got to beat Atlanta, bro.
Well, that's some crazy thinking right there, boy.
We got to beat Atlanta, bro.
Give out on a possibility of a franchise quarterback just to say we beat Atlanta, boy. That
no, but the way the schedule work is, bro. Like we got Tampa last now.
Well, I ain't talking about this year. I'm just talking about
in general.
Just in general, just like if last game of the season, we out the playoffs. But what would you
still got to beat
Atlanta? Beat Atlanta. Just say you beat Atlanta, or lose and have a better draft position and had a chance.
But we can't say that, bro, because then we pass on Lamar Jackson.
That was some crazy shit right there. See,
Marlon talking
about one of the biggest things we did was that Olave trade up and that Penning trade up. I think worst thing.
I'm talking about like just in recent years, bro. At this point, I didn't let the Lamar stuff go. Like I'm talking about within the last 3 years.
The two worst things I think we did was hire Dennis Allen and do that Davenport shit. Not only did we skip out on Lamar, we traded up for Davenport and traded our next year first round for him. That fucked us up more than anything. That put us in a hole, boy.
Then we let Kansas City jump a spot ahead of us to get Pat Mahomes, boy, right? Come on. So that's 3 quarterbacks we could have had. We could have had Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. And yet we sit here talking. And Jordan Love. I ain't thank you. Okay. I'm done.
Well, according to the stats, statistically wise, we got a top quarterback ever, Derek Carr. So we can't complain.
Man, that bum. Derek Carr's a bum.
But according to the stats, he statistically in all these categories statistically speaking, one of the best
Uh,
quarterbacks in history.
enough of gaslighting. Derek Carr is trash. $150 million. Boom. Yeah, I said it. Who that nation? Derek Carr. I don't care. He might be a nice human being. He do good things off the field, but on the field, he trash. Dude never
I
won.
don't like this nice human being narrative, bro. Like I think everything that dude do for the camera, dog. I honestly do
Well,
think.
You talking about that thing with the $5,000 to the family?
Man, his agent
I'm gonna let you talk your shit, no cap.
his agent and all the people told him to do that.
I ain't even gonna trip on that. I just look. I've never been a fan of him as a quarterback, and I'm not
Me
gonna
either.
be a fan of him. All the other stuff, I ain't really. I'll leave that to other people, but I just thought, like I said, I thought it was a dumb signing when it happened, and I just never understood it, and I never will understand it because I don't know how this team could go sign a quarterback. Because this team could have seen itself 2 years ago and said, "Well, we are Derek Carr away from winning the division," and I'm like, that team in 2022 showed a bunch of signs that showed, man, you got to restart this. So
See, one thing
I just
about
leave it
me,
at that with
I don't
him.
be worried about Mahomes like that because nobody ain't know Mahomes is gonna be that damn good. A lot of people, if you're not no real college football watching freak, you ain't know about Mahomes like that. And even if you did watch football, college football, you didn't think he was gonna be like that. But everybody knew about Lamar, and we passed on Lamar.
You passed on.
Mhm.
Just like everybody after he
Yeah.
won an MVP, the whole league was like, "Oh well, I ain't trying to give him this money that he wanting." Crazy. But we were trying to give all that money to well, I guess it was warranted. We tried to get that money to Deshaun Watson. It was warranted. Before he went to the Browns, he was balling in Houston.
We went after Deshaun Watson. Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
at the time, it was more like, well,
You thought that he was still that level of player. But
yeah, you thought he was still that level of player.
That's the only thing. That's the Saints in the worst spot right now in the league. Imagine if they had him, how bad it would be. Oh man,
people ain't like it morally. Like I remember Saints Twitter when we was talking about going after Deshaun Watson, boy, that ruined friendships, boy. That people started unfollowing people that they knew for years and was cool with for years. That just like how the politics with Trump and Kamala, like friendships was ruined, marriages was ruined. Because people was feeling like, oh, well, I want to win. I don't care about morals. I don't give a damn what he did in the massage parlors. Couldn't give me a ring. Boy, I remember that, boy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
When nothing like Saints Twitter, when that debate was going on and the Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson debate was going on, we were looking at Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston. I ain't gonna lie, but I wanted Russell Wilson bad. I ain't think he was gonna look like that in Denver, though.
Right, but I'd rather that than paying Jericho $150 million damn dollars for this BS, bro. Like, bruh, it's what are y'all doing? We could have won
and then look, they're gonna look at the stats and they're gonna say, well, he threw 15 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions.
I don't give a damn.
I'm just saying they're gonna break up the stats.
You got good stats for the money, but yet how many playoff games you won? That's what I'm worried about. Derek Carr is trash, y'all. You trash. You a bum. Use Carr.
Who we got next?
Tampa.
Yeah. So Tampa the last game? So next week the last game of the season?
Yep. Tampa on the road.
Ooh, boy, Tampa gonna put foots up in us, boy. Because they trying to win the division. Boy, they about to put hands and feet on us. They thought what the Panthers looked like was bad. Shit.
Shit, they got Adam Thielen to throw to. Who we got to throw to? MVS?
That dude been MVS, but he been balling. I ain't go cap on that. He been balling.
He been playing the Shaheed role. No routes and just go run deep. He been playing the Shaheed role very well. Yeah, just go out there and
Oh,
run
he gone.
fast.
He
And
gone.
who about to score?
Oh no, I thought Jay Daniels had an angle, but he did. He only had like 20 yards.
Oh. So Atlanta got 14, Washington got 7.
Yeah, Jaden had
Uh
threw a pick. Guess who he threw the pick to? Caden
Mo-
Ellis. Good play.
no,
Excellent.
you didn't give
Congratulations. And excellent.
you didn't resign a player who had 7.5 sacks
that
and he
that
was a
showed that he
backup.
was better. He
Boy.
showed that he was better than the other player that you kept. Like he literally showed you that he was better than him. Like that's what make it crazy. Like looking at some of these moves, all them dudes is better than Pete. Like all of them.
P. Werner.
At least
Oh
Bowen
my
Bowen
God.
turned into that. Bowen and did it this year. But like Caden Ellis showed you he was better than Pete.
That's why I say we need a better scouting team. We need better coaching. Oh my God. We paid P. Didn't P. Werner get a contract extension for
And
what?
and Ruiz.
Oh,
Like they
Gonna
just
add
paying niggas just to pay him. Like
oh.
we're gonna add B West to the show, man. See what he got to say, man. What up, B
Yeah,
West?
Yo, what up, fellas?
oh, what's up,
Good,
I'm
man?
down with
good.
it.
Cooling, man. I've been just listening to the conversation. I don't really got nothing to add. I just want to just jump in, whatever y'all talking about. I was just listening all the time.
Well, shit, just go ahead on and get your thoughts on the game today, man. What you thought about the game today? How would you like the Saints to go about this offseason? So go ahead on and start about what your thoughts on the game today, if you've seen it, and if you didn't see it, then just go ahead on and talk about what you would like to see the Saints do within the offseason, man. Since the
Yeah,
season coming to an end.
I watched it. It was I thought we was gonna win actually. Uh, but like I was saying, the defense really just is just terrible, bro. I'm not even looking at the offense because I have everything all the injuries over there. But like I Marlon, know I pretty much agree with everything he saying it because me and him got the same kind of ideas about how the
Same
Saints should
takes.
be.
Yeah.
So we got the same thing. So I ain't really got too much different to say. But I was just like really like shocked how the Raiders just ran over them like that though. They were my
I
No,
was
main
that
thing.
was
like,
Amir Abdullah. This is 10th year in
Yeah,
the league. That was his first 100-yard game, bro. Like
yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
yeah, man. I think that was the Raiders' first 100-yard rusher for the season too.
Yeah,
But
because I knew the tight end would give them problems, but
yeah,
I wasn't expecting like dude out the backfield be doing
just
all that.
just imagine if Dennis Allen was coaching today, boy. But what his name is, Brock Bowers would have went for 200.
For real, yeah.
I'm reading some of the little reports. You got Tyrann Matthew blaming the coach, and I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear all that coaching shit. It's everything. Like the players ass too.
Well, that's coming from today.
Yeah, I was reading on like something on NOF. He talking about like we don't defend bootlegs and stuff like that or crossers. We don't or we don't tackle like in practice.
Ah,
Like
shit.
man, it's everything.
Right. Yeah, yeah. We passed it. We passed blaming the coaches.
Like I know Joe Woods ass because he got fired for being ass. That's how I was
Yeah.
like when we brought some of them dudes in. That's how you knew this Dennis Allen stuff overall was gonna be a disaster. Cause like every dude they had brought in
We
was
got
came
fired.
from being trash.
Yeah.
Like what's that dude the old O line coach Marone was
Yeah,
garbage
Doug
at
Marone.
Alabama.
Doug Marone.
Todd Grantham was garbage.
Yeah, he got demoted.
Like
Yeah, you're right. But man, like like you said, because Dennis Allen really just bought all the people he used to coach with, because nobody really wanted to hitch their wagon to him.
yeah.
That's why I was shocked that uh, Clinton even came, because look what position he in now.
So what's your thoughts on the offseason, B West? How you want the Saints to go about it? And do you got your phone on speaker?
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm on.
You on Bluetooth?
Oh yeah, I'm on speaker.
Oh yeah, I kind of hear like a little echo.
Let me see if I can, because I'm on the Safari. Yeah, I got an app or something.
I'm on StreamYard right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. I don't know why it's echoing.
You good though. So go ahead on and just give me your thoughts on how you want the Saints to go about this offseason. Like what you want us to do with the draft, what you want us to do as far as the head coaching go. Like me personally, I want us to go Ben Johnson or Liam Cohen. Like I done already made up my mind. I don't care no more. And as far as the quarterback, I don't really want to draft no quarterback. I just want running back with Spence, see what we could do. If we could hit on him, cool. If we don't hit on him, then get us in a good position to draft the guy that we need early in the first round. What's your take?
This is my take, bro. I think I think that what they should do, what they probably end up doing, like Marlon know I said it on Twitter a whole bunch of times. I think they're gonna end up keeping Rizzy, like Houston did with all them black coaches they had. Like every year they firing a coach. I think they're gonna keep Rizzy until everything kind of get back in order, and then try to find you a coach and a quarterback and have something like that. Because right now it really don't make no sense to go trying to find an elite coach because they probably not gonna come here anyway. So I think maybe keep Rizzy for like 2 years or something. Maybe, or well, that's what I just think. I don't know.
Well, we ain't gonna know if a coach elite until we hire him. Like for all we know, Ben Johnson might come up in this thing
Yeah.
and be garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be a good play caller, but they do got a lot of good players over there at Detroit. They got a lot of good players.
True.
Like we don't know how he gonna be as a culture builder. We don't know how he gonna be as a leader of men. We don't know none of this stuff until you hire these guys. So you got to give somebody a chance. And right now, I feel like Liam Cohen, he ain't really getting a lot of the respect that Ben Johnson getting in. Shoot.
Yeah, it's just
We ain't
like you
gonna know
said,
until you hire.
right? Like you said, it's just like names at this point.
Yeah.
But I look at jobs like Chicago. I think Jacksonville probably gonna be coming up open. It's just like the quarterback position is probably what's gonna really determine like the hot names go.
So how you feel about getting a quarterback at number 10?
Nah. I was in a chat just saying a few things. I don't think Milroe good. Ward and Sanders gonna be 1 and 2. Oh, that's a no brainer. But other than that, you're looking at guys like Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers. Nah, we might well just stick with Rattler. So we might
They said Carson Beck going in like round 2, and Quinn Ewers might have to stay another year in school.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see him going to
Yeah.
Ohio State or something, going back to
Well,
Ohio
Quinn
State.
Ewers stay. That mean Arch Manning gonna leave and go to Wellesley, no?
No, he gonna have to transfer.
Hell no.
He gonna have to
Arch
transfer.
Manning they got paid too much money to sit another year.
Or to leave. But yeah,
Well,
he probably end up back at Ohio State probably if he stays.
the way the Saints looking right now, we need Travis Hunter. Shit, we need a guy on defense and offense.
Oh Lord.
We need to go. We need to get a wide receiver and a cornerback right now.
Man, we need everything. Like I was saying earlier, we need everything. Like all 22 positions need to be filled.
And then if we get Travis Hunter, he'll be the best of friends with Zion, boy. They both can hang out together. They both had their girls together.
Oh Lord.
They got the same taste in
Oh
women.
no.
What?
You tripping, man.
Travis Hunter's little girlfriend. Oh.
Hey, we got
Like-
Louis V says, y'all like Aaron Glenn?
I mean, I think he'll be straight. Like
No.
Marley was saying, he'll be like he'll at least command the locker room like this. That's mainly what we'll need, honestly. So we probably like we look at these coaches with like you said with Ben Johnson and all this type of play calling shit. We need somebody that's gonna get the locker room back straight. Because since Sean Payton left,
Right.
It's been like just shit been just out of control on the field and off the field. Not so far as players getting in trouble, but like they were saying, like people was parking in the handicap parking spots and shit, like stuff like that, man. Like this just don't no respect for your head coach. So we need somebody like that first and foremost. So I think he'll at least be able to do that.
You think they giving him a unfair shake just because he like, was in the building with Sean Payton and Dennis Allen and stuff like that, and he defensive minded, coming right after a defensive minded coach, and you got to give him some respect to Aaron Glenn because he got that defense looking good, and they ain't had Aiden Hutchinson.
Right. Yeah. So I think so. I think that's what it is. Like people just tired of the familiar names. But my thing is, if I was Aaron Glenn, I wouldn't even want to come here, like not based off nothing else, but the fact that they hired Dennis Allen over him. Now you're trying to run back to him when everything all fucked up. I wouldn't even be want to entertain
Yeah.
that.
That's a fact.
I
I
wouldn't
think
even
he got
entertain it.
options. That's what I
Oh
think.
yeah, he definitely do. He definitely do.
Like I think these coach like they might want Aaron Glenn, but do Aaron Glenn in 2025 want you?
I think
And
the
I
guy who
can't
got
necessarily say he
options,
do.
the guy who got options is the guy who Pammy talking about right now.
Queen Pammy.
Pammy says, no Aaron Glenn for me. I would rather Brian Flores.
I
That's a good
like
one
Brian
too.
Flores. They might
Yeah,
need a
he's
nigga
That's
good.
a
like him.
fact.
Hey,
Yeah,
I can tell you
I
one
know he
thing.
had I know he had the issues with Tua, but I know
Man, we need that. We need
Brian,
that.
Hey,
yeah.
if Tua
I'm
ain't
not
like what
Like
lying.
Brian
yeah,
Flores was saying to him, boy, Derek Carr really gonna be Derek
Oh
Carr
yeah,
gonna try to go
yeah.
back to
dude, that's not gonna hurt.
Las
He
Vegas.
gonna hurt himself, dog. He gonna say, "Man, you fucking suck."
Yeah,
Man,
so
Brian Flores is just
I
trying to
feel
tell people to take the better quarterback.
for real though. Like he trying to save his job, but you know how that go.
Oh man, got people in the chat talking about Travis Hunter girlfriend and stuff. Oh my
She all over the news, bro. She all over. What the?
Hey man, I can make a whole. It'll be a whole different stream if I get to talking about that situation. To be one of them red pill type of YouTube content shows that I get to talk about that. Y'all get to think y'all watching Fresh and Fit or something. Said, hell no cap. Hey Slim, not sure who else
Man,
on
Pam
who else
in the
is on the panel.
building.
Man, hold on, man. This dude must be a troll.
A troll? What happened? I like
Louis V just said.
I like. I need someone to keep. Oh no! I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and I'm gonna express my feelings to y'all. I was so pissed off that we traded Marshawn Lattimore.
Look at he not even playing tonight.
No, but still though. That's the best cornerback in Saints history, though.
Man,
right?
you know, this is the NFL. This ain't a fucking Lifetime. You got to get off these niggas,
They should have been did that a long time ago with a lot of them.
bro. They should have traded Lattimore. And this, I'm like
Damn.
Lattimore biggest fan, but they should have traded Lattimore. They should have traded Lattimore like 2 years, like a. I
Damn.
would have traded him after that Jags game last year because you would have got a second back then.
Hell yeah. They should have got rid of DeMario when people were calling for him.
Yeah. Bro, his hamstring, like he came into the league with bad hamstring. It's like that shit probably like borderline torn off the bone at this point.
Yeah, see, you can't be criticizing these people be having the same mentality, Slim.
I'm not. I'm
Like,
chilling,
you
bro.
gotta look at the business side, man. We good. We can't just hold on all these people.
We all who that family.
You don't want to be like it is now, where you got Cam Jordan. You got this money on the books with him. I know he don't get a lot of money next year because he only got like 1 million guaranteed, but like you got to take a penalty on him.
Yeah.
Even like a Demario Davis watched at
but
this
I'm
point.
just saying, I'm watching. Well, we watching Alante Taylor on the outside. No.
Well, that's why we got the number 10 pick. We go get that dude from Michigan.
That's gonna be even tough to do probably.
From Michigan,
yeah, in this draft,
like top 7. Yeah,
in this draft, yeah. Like the only way you get him is the same way you get Lattimore, where like, he got nicked up and a team will drop him for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, the best way to counter that, go get a pass rusher then.
Sure. Who's the best pass rusher in the country right now? No cap.
Dude from Penn State.
Oh,
you gotta ask Marlin. That's Marlin's specialty. I don't watch college like that.
But he like a sophomore, ain't he?
Nah, he a junior. He a junior.
Oh, he coming out?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but
he
I
definitely
think
coming out.
Carolina gonna get him.
Yeah, yeah,
We do need a
yeah. I
pass
don't,
rusher though.
yeah.
I ain't gonna
Man, we
lie to
need
y'all.
everything.
That's
But
crazy, bro.
one
Carolina
good
got
question. One good question. My bad, no cap.
wait.
Do we draft? What should we draft first? Offensive line or defensive line?
Man, we need a defensive
D
line,
line.
bro.
We
I'm
gotta
going
draft
D line
defensive line
easy.
because I feel
We
like
got to get defensive line.
we good with our tackles. Like tackles a premium position. Like if you're gonna draft high on the offensive line, it got to be tackle. But I feel like we solid with our tackles. So on the offensive line, I think more than anything we need a left guard. But we could get that later on down the line. But on the defensive line, we need an
Every
end.
position. Yeah, we
We
need
need
every
an end,
position,
and
really.
we need a defensive tackle. We need somebody who
Yeah,
gonna stop that run to complement
right.
Brian Brzezika. Brzezika, he can rush the passer, but he can't stop the run. So we need to stop that run so teams can stop running on him. We need to make him one-dimensional, and we need a guy. We need or we could get an edge and get a pass rusher like that
Okay.
guy from Penn State.
Okay.
Like we need a guy who could change the game. We ain't got nobody elite. We need a
On
guy who
either
could
side of the ball.
literally come in and change the game, like a TJ Watt. We need a guy like that, man.
We ain't
Who,
got that on either side of the ball, and we
yeah, we
need
need a
that.
guy who, an offensive coordinator, gonna be up at night, really thinking like, damn, man, how can we stop this dude? We ain't got nobody like that on
Yeah.
defense. We ain't got nobody that's gonna keep offensive coordinators up at night, worried about how we gonna stop and block this dude. How we gonna stop and not throw this dude away.
Right.
You think they up all night scheming against Alante Taylor? You think they up all night scheming
They
against
trying to
Yeah,
a,
they yeah,
a
they
Carl
definitely are.
they
Granderson?
trying to hell yeah,
They
hey,
they
Paul,
drawing up
they
plays for
scheming,
his
they trying to
ass.
throw how to throw on his ass.
Right. They drawing up plays on his ass.
Well, I feel like they ain't up all night. They could just go up there out there with a game plan that they ran a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
But
But yeah, I
that's
think
just me,
defensive line
man.
probably the biggest need, I guess.
But shit, if y'all like the content, man, go ahead on and hit the like button. Go ahead on and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I'm gonna go ahead on and get ready to end the stream soon. I've been streaming almost 2 hours now. I know a lot of people want to go ahead on and just watch this Jaden Daniels game playing the Falcons right now. So shit, I'm gonna go ahead on and get ready to end the stream soon. I'm gonna let y'all guys go ahead on and close out with y'all final thoughts. We could go ahead on and start with Marlon, and then we could go to Slim, and then we could go to B West.
Just regarding the Saints, bro, gotta tell everybody just buckle up because this is gonna be a long road to get out of this. Like that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate you for having me on.
All right, man. Thanks for joining the stream, man. And go ahead on and plug in your Twitter so everybody can follow you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at It's Rainy ITSRAINEY DOE, and just give a lot of sports takes pretty much, and that's all.
All right,
Appreciate it.
man. All right, Slim, what you got, man?
Real talk, no cap. I think this is my first time actually chiming in on your podcast. Keep doing your thing, bro. Much respect. Who that all the time, and let's go Saints.
Hey,
What
man.
else?
It's we just gotta hit on the quarterback and head coach, but that's all we can hope for right now. I feel like
Yeah.
if you worry about anything else, then you putting too much thought that's wasted into that. Until we get the head coach and quarterback do all right, we're gonna be in the same predicament right here. So
I'm with
yeah,
you.
man. Appreciate you coming on the stream, man. I definitely
Appreciate you,
wanted you to come in, and I didn't see you on a lot of different other Saints podcasts, bro.
Yeah.
Real Saints fan. You be giving your takes on here, bro. So appreciate you supporting the channel and supporting all the other Saints channels, man. You're a good dude, bro.
All right. Much love, brother. Who that?
All right, B West, go ahead on and close us out, man. You came came on the stream last. I'm gonna let you go ahead on and close us out last, man. It's your first time on the show. Thanks for the support, bro. Go ahead on and give your final thoughts.
Yeah, man, appreciate you for having me, bro. Yeah, like you said, it's my first time on. I'm gonna try to jump in when I can. This is my first time I actually sitting down on Sunday night. So appreciate you for having me, bro. Yeah, like Marlon said, man, it's probably gonna be a couple years, but we gonna be here watching, waiting, to see what we're gonna do. But she changed fast in the league, so never know what'll happen. Get the right coach, quarterback, like you said, man. We might be back in no time, bro. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
All right, man. You have a good one.
All right, now.
All right, man. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat commenting. And shout out to everybody that had joined the stream. If y'all like the content, go ahead on and like. If y'all not subscribed, go ahead on and subscribe. I'm gonna have some more content coming soon. Last game of the season, we played the Bucs. Saints fan, this season ain't go how we wanted it to go. All I can say right now is, just go ahead on and just get prepared for the off season, man. Just hope that we can hit on the quarterback. Hope that we can hit on a head coach. Hope that Mickey Loomis just do the right thing if he gonna stay in that position. And that's pretty much where we at right now, family. That's where we at. Like, welcome to the dark days. Until we see the light. Just hope we just don't be like a team like the Jets. Hope we don't be like a team like the Giants. Hope we don't be like a team like, that just been experiences for a long time. The Jaguars. There's teams out here that ain't make the playoffs in 20 years. The Dolphins. So hope that we don't just experience that type of darkness. Hopefully just be a quick fix, and things will just be looking up from here on out. But we got one more game of the season. I really predict that the Bucs are going to beat us and they're going to win a division. I feel like the Bucs are going to walk the Falcons down like mid-season. So, and it's looking like that's going to happen. But man, be on the lookout for more content to come. And y'all go ahead on the like and subscribe. And y'all be safe out there. And good night. Who dat?